Warning, this game is rated M for mature. There are sensitive topics, both of a sexual and violent nature, so viewer discretion is advised. Hello everyone, welcome back. You're some students talking. Can't even see the sky with all this fog. I don't really like this weather. Huh? Why? I'm fine with it. Some people say the fog is poisonous, but I don't feel bad at all. You're just worrying about it too much. Just imagine the town was supposed to be like this from the very beginning and pretend that this is natural. If you say so. More students are calling in sick lately, but I guess it's nothing really unusual. At least Running Kid is still here. Oh, hey Naoto.
Senpai.
Yeah? Can you spare some time? Can I see you after class if you do? Sure.
Thank you.
Thank you. You see, there's someone I'd like you to meet. I'll come for you afterwards. You said spend the afternoon with Naoto. Maybe if I go home for today. The fog doesn't seem to be lifting either. Don't you feel drained on foggy days? Bad news is that I can't go home yet, though. This is a crushing reality of being a full-time employee. Days like this, I just want to spend all my days counting my money at home. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. It's easy to count when you use a sequence of numbers with a common difference. 2, 4, 8, 6, 32. Numbers with the geometric progression are a little bit more difficult to count by. But here's a sequence that's even harder to count by. 0, 1, 1, 2, 3, 5, 8, 13. Ankun, can you answer this? What is that sequence that I just said called? The Fibonacci sequence. Yeah, that is the Fibonacci sequence. Good to know you're studying. Fibonacci sequence is defined by all starting with 0, and then adding 1, and then the others are the sum of the two before them. I wouldn't dream of having my money grow in geometric progression, but at the very least, I wish for Fibonacci growth. Sorry that I'm getting off topic, but my husband is acting weird lately. Not that we've been fighting, but, you know, he's been going on and on about how the fog is poisonous. I'm so depressed. Let's just continue the lecture. Much increased. Class have ended for today. Let's go hang out with Naoto. Someone got a flip plane. The man in black you met before is waiting here. Fog has enveloped the area like normal.
I am Yakushiji, secretary of the Shirogane estate. I humbly apologize for the other day.
Oh. Yeah, I figured.
I must also apologize, though I may not have known. I involved you in this. It was an act put on by my grandpa.
My master has been terribly saddened by Naoto-sama's state of affairs lately. Lacking acquaintances to confide in, she devotes every fiber of her being to work. My master wanted Naoto-sama to regain the joy she felt in days past, to regain the feelings when all that she wanted was to be a detective, regardless of her heritage or gender. I involved you at my own discretion, believing you to be trustworthy. Please forgive me.
Nah, it's okay, dude.
I received this from Yakushiji-san. It's the final challenge.
The card reads as follows. I did what you can't stand to do at a place you'd be fond of, but underneath rather than inside.
A place I'd be fond of.
Maybe somewhere high up?
You remembered. The highest place around here is... the hill. Next, what I can't stand to do. There are several possibilities, but...
Maybe throwing things away.
That's right! Did I mention that before?
I just kind of assumed, since you kept all this stuff from when you were a child, so... Naoto has an embarrassed smile on her face.
Considering what's at the hill, the most likely answer is the trash can. I have an inkling of what might be there. Let's go, Senpai.
The hill overlooking the town. Fog has enveloped the area. It seems there was something taped to the bottom of the trash can indeed.
I forgot this thing even existed. It's the last of the 7 tools. The detective's pocketbook. All the things I had forgotten about are packed in here. I think Grandpa wanted to remind me of them. This childish game. He's selfish indeed. Forcing me to recall all this now. I was trying so hard. Not to be underestimated. Not to be condescended to.
You calm down and upset Naoto.
If I solved this town's murder case, then everyone would accept me. They would acknowledge me as the 5th in the Shirogane lineage of detectives. That's what I told myself. I just wanted to be accepted. I wanted to be needed. That's why I fretted and stood on my tiptoes and focused only on solving the case. But the original reason I wanted to become a detective, it was because mysteries intrigued me, and I could help people by solving them. That's all. I remember now. Do you recall the time I faced myself in the TV world?
Yes, it's in fact one of the most memorable moments of this entire game.
It was my task to accept the self who yelled, "I want a reason for me to stay." But my reason to stay was not solely to solve the crime. You, everyone, gave me a reason. You gave me a place to stay.
Okay. Naoto is trying to smile through her tears.
I have to be an adult. I have to be a man. With that way of thinking, I was running from myself. I don't need to look for something to change or something to accomplish. I only need to have faith in myself. I finally think I can accept myself. That I'm a woman. That I haven't yet become the detective I wanted to be. I am a woman. And a detective.
If you've been wondering this whole time of when I was going to talk about this, it's about now. So many people in the community look at Naoto and go, "Oh, this character is clearly trans," just like how they look to Kanji and say this character's clearly gay. But, you know, again, the game doesn't really think that's the important part about their character. It's the fact that they can't come to terms with who they are. And in some ways, that's sort of the spirit of the whole thing, where it's more about self-acceptance than what you are, how you were born, or how you live. You know, it's if you can live with yourself, then you should be fine with yourself. And it's one of the things that a lot of people have a hard time coming to terms with, even people who don't have to go through all of those things to leave the heteronormative angle to things. And it's, you know, it's an interesting thought experiment. I personally just wish that the game went a little bit farther, but I appreciate the fact that the game is willing to give the topic some space, you know? It is nice at least that we're able to talk about this game and in some ways, it's very useful as a tool, as a starting point, you know?
One who is seeking the truth with you and the others.
You sense Naoto's strong will. Oh, we're only at rank 9.
I'm really glad I came to this town. It's where you and I live, and all the others too.
You spent some time with Naoto and went home. Okay, so what I'm gonna do is I'm going to quickly select the save from yesterday. This one. And I'm gonna go back to it instead. Because I think I actually had done something on that one. And I don't want to miss out on the thing I did. So I'll be right back. So while I was doing all of that, I came to a rather interesting conclusion. I think I like Naoto's voice actor while they were doing the male impression. So it may sound a bit weird, but I actually like Naoto with the ambiguous voice a little bit more than the now girly voice that she's doing. And in some ways I kind of don't like it. I liked it when the voice was a little bit more androgynous, but oh well. You know, not everything in this game is perfect. It's just one of the better Persona games. And considering that, like, Persona as a series is like a 9 out of 10 overall, yeah, that's saying a lot. So anyway, I'm gonna read The Divine Way, and I'm going to see you guys later. Next time we come in, we're gonna be doing some more stuff. It looks like we're gonna be trying to finish off Fortune and Death before we get to the end of the month. So I will see you guys next time when we do some stuff. Links down below to several things, like my live stream. I stream very infrequently, but you can follow me there to see when I do. Also, like and comment while you're down there. I always like hearing other people's opinions on the game. See you guys tomorrow. This book describes Shinto rituals and oral traditions with some helpful illustrations. You understand the material, but you don't feel like you could teach this to someone else.